Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Badgers will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hoosiers offense will go on the attack first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple of years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got him. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, and an array of possibilities here. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. He'll keep it on the sneak. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. These guys have taken some serious lumps in Big Ten play, and I want to see if they've become demoralized.
Yeah, I think you're going to find out a lot about their mental toughness here in this game, because at the start of the season, they were hoping to compete in Big Ten play. They've had some bounces not go their way. They've had some guys get injured. And now is the time in this game right here that you can turn it around by getting a win.
And it's hard. Obviously, such a difficult conference. The Big Ten, you got to bring your A-game so many times or else you do get beat. You've had some setbacks. Now, how are we going to finish? Right, we've talked about this season. We've talked about what we want to do, and we might not be living up to expectations, but we can control finishing strong.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Firing to the right, complete. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
He leaves it with his back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and, man, you know he's looking for more.
Using the quick game. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. 3rd down, red zone play, crowd alive. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Wisconsin's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Moves around to clear up the vision. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
This defense got a lot of people's attention last week when they had 3 sacks. And you know the offense was watching film, and they saw all these pass rushers and their abilities. They thought they had a good plan, but it's not working right now. They've already given up a sack here early in the game.
And the Badgers will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
The runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Makes the catch. It's Jackson. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebacker's coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. He'll keep it on the sneak.
Yeah, no mystery there. 3rd down, just let the quarterback keep it himself. How about the push up front by the offensive line to help get that first?
And the Hoosiers will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. Stopped just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Hoosiers look to keep this drive humming. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fakes to grab. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hoosiers look to do some damage in the red zone. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Give to the running back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Just drives it between the uprights. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the move from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. To punt it away from deep in their own territory. All out of space. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and then shoved, saved the touchdown.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Extra point here will give them the lead. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but
turning it on! And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. Grabbed in the middle, it's Humphries. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And there you see the arm talent by the quarterback. Throwing a curl route into zone coverage, you've got to get the ball there quickly. And you saw the cannon this QB has.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Using his legs to buy some time. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Touchdown, Hoosiers! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hilton. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They'll run it from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Grab near the marker is Hilton. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Wants to throw on first down. And he dropped it. Just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asked to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 20. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time down to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Madison. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
At the 25.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up.
There he goes. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. A first down for the offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down. And the Badgers are moving quickly down the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And off to Jones. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Badgers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Louisiana is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about down on the Bayou for some time. They're up 14 over Kennesaw State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that with Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Lofts one high and deep. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The RPO, fire complete to the left.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, and they love their Badgers. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it, and it's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. I guess in this case, the scramble giveth and the scramble taketh away, and the ball was taken away.
And I'm not sure if he just didn't see an open guy downfield or if his receivers didn't do a good enough job on the scramble rule getting open. But at the end, quarterback held on to it way too long. That allowed the defense to catch up to him and create the takeaway.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quick completion to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top. Gets it to him on the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. No, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. You couldn't ask for much better field position to start, but now they're looking at a 3rd and long. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Got his man to the left. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive reason. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. They just got to make...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Fires to the big fella. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Jackson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on 1st down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on 1st down and just letting him go to work to set up 2nd and short?
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. And the Hoosiers are on the move. The corners are walked up tight. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll leave it with it. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Motion from the back. To the air on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Hilton. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. On the run, it's Jackson. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. We reach the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You gotta give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Rushes on him. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 4th down, they'll pass for it. Got it in the middle, it's Pickett. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Going to the running game. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. Now it'll take a touchdown to beat him. A 5-point lead here in the 4th.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trying him out there.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think
he lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
great job up front on this pass rush. Defense in a dime personnel grouping. They've got 6 DBs on the field. They're expecting pass, so they're going to have to win with 4 guys, and they're 4-1. They got the job done.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. And the Hoosiers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! And they add 6 more to the board with that